Okay, so today I am going to start chemical bonding. Okay, in NCERT, chemical bonding. Why to learn this chapter? Why this chapter is so important? Unless and until you don't know what is a chemical bond, we won't be able to understand organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry as well as physical chemistry. We can say that the whole chemistry is based on the chemicals only, right? So we have to understand what is chemical bonding. Okay, so before that we will understand what is bond. Correct? It is a normal English word, so you also know the meaning of bond. Try to understand this. Like when I have entered in the class, I was unknown to you. Okay, I was not knowing you, you are not knowing me. But when I have started talking, I am giving you information, you are gaining that information, right? So after some time, we have developed a bond, that is student-teacher bond. Same thing, there is a bond between a mother and his child and her child, right? Okay, so here the child is not bound to the mother. Okay, the same thing in the chemical bonding also, when I will draw a bond between HCl. So there is a straight line between hydrogen and chlorine. What I will say that this line is called bond. Or normally we used to show like this a bond. So normally you people will think that bond is a line, a rope or stick which is holding two atoms together. But actually it is not a visible thing. Correct? Try to understand like normally when two human beings have a bond, the same thing, two atoms have a bond. So we will try to understand what is that bond. First thing, you understood that this chemical bond is not a line, not a rope, not a stick which is holding two atoms. Okay. So for next we will try to understand what is chemical bond. Okay. See here, if I will take one sodium atom, correct? What is the configuration? 2, 8, 1. If I will take one chlorine atom, what is the configuration? 2, 8, 7. Correct? You know that every atom tries to complete its octet. What does it mean? It will try to have 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Here, sodium has one extra electron. Correct? If I will remove this, sodium will gain 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Here in chlorine, the last shell has 7 electrons. It means it has 1 electron less. Correct? So what sodium will do? Sodium will lose electron and it will gain one positive charge. Correct? Why? Because it is losing electron, number of electrons are getting less and number of protons are same. So that's why it is gaining a positive charge. This electron lost by whom? Sodium is gained by whom? Chlorine. And after gaining one electron, number of electrons in chlorine atom is going to increase, but number of protons will remain same. So it will gain one negative charge. Correct? So see here, we have two ions. Ions means what? The species which have charges, right? So there will be bond between positively charged. So see, normally if you will see, one positive charge is kept, one negative charge is kept. What is going to happen? They are going to attract. Same thing here, positively charged sodium atom and negatively charged chlorine atom is going to attract each other. So they will form a bond, that is NaCl. Okay. So what did you understand till here? That a bond is nothing but force of attraction. What? A bond is nothing but electrostatic force of attraction. Correct? Why it is called electrostatic? It is between two opposite charges. Correct? So keep these things in the mind. Important things about chemical bonding. First thing, it is nothing but electrostatic force of attraction which is holding two atoms together. It can be between two same atoms force of attraction. It can be between two atoms, two molecules, two ions. The atom, molecules and ions can be different or it can be same. Now, after learning every concept, the thing should come in our mind that why to learn this, okay? Like if chemical bonding is there, then why atoms are forming bonds? So next important thing is why atoms form bond. Correct? Like there is always a reason whenever we do something, right? Whatever occurs, there is a reason behind that. So now here also we have to think when two atoms are combining, what is the reason behind that? Okay. So see, try to understand. You all of know that atom has positively charged nucleus and electrons are present in the outermost shell. Correct? This is the atom A. Let's take an atom B. Same story. Internal structure of every atom is same. In the center there is a positive charged nucleus and the outermost shell has not outermost shell has electrons. Correct? So what is going to happen? When these two atoms are kept apart, they are far from each other. Okay? Will they attract? We know that two positively charged ions attract each other. But if the distance will be far, are they going to attract? No. So when they are apart, nothing will happen. But when they will come closer, what will happen? This negatively charged electron will attract to the nucleus of the atom B, and the electron of the atom B will attract to the nucleus of the atom A. So this is what? Attractive force. Two atoms, negatively charged electron of one atom and positively charged nucleus of the another atom. They are attracting each other, and the same thing, electrons of the other atom is attracting to the positively charged nucleus of the atom A. Correct? So this is the attractive force. Due to the attractive force, they are coming closer. Correct? Okay. Now, what will happen? At some point, they will stop and they are not going to further move. Why so? See here. When they will come closer, okay, so the electron of one atom will repel the electron of the another atom, and positively charged nucleus of the one atom will repel the positively charged nucleus of the another atom. So what is another force? Repulsive force. Did you understand these two forces clearly? Correct? So when the repulsive forces will be dominant over attractive forces, atoms are not going to move further. Here it can be atoms, molecules or ions. Okay? So they are not going to move further. Then they will form a bond. Okay? Now, why I am telling you why atom forms bond? This is the way atom forms bond. Why? Now see, very important concept. Energy is inversely proportional of stability. How you will understand this? For example, there is one child. Okay? Child. Normally childs are very energetic. So they will roam here and there, they will run, right? After one day finish, their whole energy is over, right? What they will do? They are going to sleep. Fine? It means what? When their all energy lost, they became stable. Correct? So energy is reverse relation with stability. High energy, less stable, and less energy, more stable. Correct? So same thing happens here. When two atoms forms bond, they loses energy. What? When atoms form bond, they lose energy. Lose energy means what? Energy will decrease, so stability will increase. And gain energy. So there is only one reason that why atom forms bond, that is they gain stability. And this is the universal concept for the whole universe, that everything tries to gain the stability. So same here, atoms are gaining stability by forming bonds. Correct? So after this I can say that atoms are less stable than molecules, or vice versa. Molecules are more stable than atoms. Correct? Because molecules are formed after bond formation with the atoms. Correct? Till here it is clear? Now we know two things. What is chemical bond and why atoms form bond. Correct? Fine? Okay. So here we will see through the graph the energy and the distance graph. Here I have talked about the energy. Which energy? Energy of the atoms, right? And distance between these two atoms. Suppose this is R. Okay. So this is the graph between energy. On y-axis I have taken energy. On x-axis I have taken R. Here R is distance. Okay. Find distance between two atoms. So see here, when the distance between two atoms is decreasing, what happens? When the distance between two atoms decreases, the energy also decreases. Energy decreases means stability increases. So the graph will be something like this. Okay? So see here, can you tell me at which point energy is minimum? It is clearly this point where energy is minimum. Okay? Fine. This is what? R, and this is what? R naught. What is R naught? See, atoms are coming and they are coming closer. At this point energy is least. It means what? Stability will be highest. So after this they are not going to come closer. If they are coming closer, energy is again increasing, stability decreasing. Okay. So at this point energy I can say is what? Least, and stability highest. Fine. So this distance is called bond length. Correct? Bond length means the distance between from the nucleus, center of the nucleus of one atom, to the center of the nucleus of the other atom with which it is bound. That is called bond length. Okay? So it is clear, when two atoms come closer, they release energy, stability increases, and that is the reason that atoms form bond, just to gain energy. Gain stability.